The Chamberlain is one of our favorite characters, not because he's a hero, but because he is one of the most crafty, conniving villains in history. The simpering sycophant had many devious plans and ideas, some of which came to fruition to alter events in the Dark Crystal universe quite dramatically. But there is one very prominent action that may have flown under our radar all this time. In the Age of Resistance, it was revealed that the Emperor was experimenting and feeding on the Darkening as a new source of power. But what exactly sparked this idea? Did he simply discover it? Or perhaps was he introduced to it by someone who encouraged his use of it? But who would want to encourage their Emperor to do such a thing? Skeksis was a great leader, and unchallengeable in almost every way. They dared not stand up to him directly. Yet, maybe there was another way to manipulate his plans, a more indirect approach, masterminded by a Skeksis who specialized in such malicious antics. Yes, that's right, our very own Chamberlain. Think back to the beginning of the Dark Crystal. Who was standing there ready to take the Emperor's scepter? Who was the first one to try and grab it? It was Chamberlain. Could it be that all this time, he was actually encouraging the Emperor to use the Darkening, hence speeding up his decay so that he could step in and fill the role, exactly as he had always desired? Think about how brilliantly devious and detailed it is. The Emperor already wanted to use the Darkening, so suggesting that he continue to experiment with it would never arouse suspicion, and all the while, Skeksis would slowly be killing himself, leaving the Chamberlain to set plans for his eventual bid for the throne. And not only that, but think about the ramifications for the mystics as well. With the Emperor's death comes Ursu's death, as the Chamberlain was very aware that Gen's master would choose to die to balance the threat of the Skeksis, removing the evil Emperor from the equation. But that was not only for the mystics' advantage, but for the Skeksis as well. When you think about it, the Chamberlain would actually be a much more frightening Emperor than Skeksis, because even though Skeksis was a fierce, bloodthirsty leader, what's even more terrifying is a malevolent politician. Because where a resistance against a tyrant will always rise, a resistance against a manipulative leader would cease to exist if the people never realized they were being manipulated, something the Chamberlain would excel at. So what do all of you think? Was encouraging the Emperor to use the Darkening always a part of the Chamberlain's master plan? And what kind of Emperor do you think he would make? Leave all of your thoughts down below in the Great White Void. I want to hear what theories you guys have. And as always, until next we meet, take care, and I'll see you guys back here for the next video. For Thra, for Jim, forever.